Recreating the precise flavours of an ancient Roman meal can be quite difficult. Creating a reasonable approximation of the same can be quite easy. There are a few key challenges in recreating period-accurate dishes. The main ones, in my mind, are balance, volume, and timing. Balance is a challenge both in terms of the flavour of the ingredients and the ratio of the ingredients called for. Ingredients available to us now are different in flavour and texture to those available then. Species and variety type, husbandry and cultivation practices, and the transport and storage of goods all would have combined to determine the particular nuances of each ingredient. The amount of each ingredient called for in ancient Roman recipes is rarely described. We can make educated guesses, but it is difficult to know precisely which flavours were intended to be emphasised. Of course, Roman citizens would have had their own personal preferences, much as we do today. So, perhaps it is fair to consider our own preferences as a legitimate input to an ancient recipe. The volume of food made available at a Roman dinner is somewhat easier to estimate. But portion sizes, determined both by price, etiquette, and desirability, is more difficult to determine. What was served with what, and what was intended to be consumed together is information unavailable to us in many cases. Timing, both in terms of when precisely citizens would have eaten, and in terms of how long cooking and serving dishes took, has an impact on flavour perception because of levels of hunger and the temperature of the food. But for our purposes, which are perhaps more practical than academic, we are able to cook and eat some Roman dishes with a fair degree of confidence that we are tasting food that would have appeared familiar to a citizen of the Republic. The following 3 recipes, lentils, carrots and bread, have been adapted from Apicius Re De Coquinaria. This trio can function as an easy weeknight dinner as easily as it can form part of a larger banquet, perhaps for the purposes of a reenactment. Whatever the context, I hope you find these useful or at least interesting.